We've gone from Kentucky, Bluegrass State. We've gone to the Palmetto State. Now we
Been
get
on
to
the
go
Rumble
across
Strip.
the pond. We've been on the Rumble Strip, and now we get to go across the pond, and you get to have your heyday with the zombie knife epidemic that is happening across the pond in UK. Take the wheel, sir.
This is interesting to say the least. So I kept catching little blips like on Twitter and stuff like that about zombie knives and UK dealing with zombie weapons. I'm thinking, is this a joke? Right? You think, are we going back in time when EOTech was selling, zombie red dot sights and everybody was painting their guns green in the United States? I mean, is this something going on in the UK now, but with edged weapons because they banned everything else?
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. So
Kinda.
buckle up for this one. If you're curious where gun grabbers always wind up going. So remember, you're going to see some common themes in what we're about to cover here, right? It's never enough. No matter what they ban, no matter what law they pass, it's never enough. When they come for the guns, you think, okay, just give them the guns, we'll go away. It's fine. We got our pocket knives. Well, they're going to come for the pocket knives too. And they're going to call them something crazy like zombie knives. All right. So let's see if we can get to the bottom of what a zombie knife is, because we were struggling with that. Well, what is a zombie knife and why do you want to ban it? All right. Because they've already banned guns. Now they're banning cutlery, which they've been doing for years as well. Number 13, Doc, this is from the gov.uk website. And this is from, I think, the 25th of this month. And it says new law to ban zombie style knives and machetes. Zombie style knives and machetes will be outlawed under legislation laid today. A surrender and compensation scheme, I love the use of scheme there, will launch this summer. So, get ready to turn them in. Here we go, folks.
All right. May I make a request? A production request? May I do the definition of a zombie knife for the people in an epic movie voice?
Because if they're anything like us, they're wondering, what in the world is a zombie knife? What defines a zombie knife? Let's see what that is.
Let's get it. So this is my best movie trailer guy voice. All right. This is number 14, Doctor. Okay. So the Home Office has clarified this official definition. A zombie style knife is any bladed weapon over 8 inches in length with a plain cutting edge and sharp pointed end that also has either a serrated cutting edge, more than one hole in the blade, or multiple sharp points like spikes.
Ooh, that sounds scary. So basically, if it has a cutting edge, okay, a sharp pointy thing, okay, and then maybe serrations, okay, and then multiple sharp points or spikes. So basically what they've defined here is everything under the sun that could be classified as a knife.
Anything pointy and sticky.
A cutting edge, serrations, a pointy thing,
or
spikes, or multiple sharp areas and pointy things. Literally anything that can be sharpened is now going to be banned, and you're going to have to surrender, and there's going to be a compensation scheme for it.
Thank goodness gracious. Tim, I was concerned that there wasn't going to be a scheme. Oh, we've got pictures. Oh, they're flooding like crazy. I wish we had a scheme. That's what I thought to myself. If only we had a scheme, it would really help us out for our zombie style knives. And guys, we're not making this up. It is linked. They are calling these things actual zombie style knives. Does that ring a bell of anything, Tim? Oh, I don't know. Weapons of war, assault weapons. Right. I mean, these people are the same. It's copy paste.
They literally are picking the scariest thing they can find and labeling it with that. That's what we do here in the United States, and the gun grabbers and now knife grabbers over in the UK, now that they've gotten the guns, that's what they're doing. So like you said, weapons of war, weapons of mass destruction, anything they can assault weapon. And then over in the UK, they're like, well, what can we call a knife to make it even more scary? Oh God, zombies scare me. Well, we'll call them zombie knives then. And still, the definition doesn't make any sense. What's a zombie knife? Well, it has a sharp edge and a pointed tip. Maybe some serrations. And maybe more than one tip.
The whole thing, 8 inches in length. That means you have about a 3.5 to a 4 inch blade length.
You know what? I'm going to start a troll account on Twitter with the little orange square. And then I'm going to start pushing for zombie weapon ban here in the United States. Zombie guns.
Maybe we can do a green square.
Yeah, and we'll do a green square. And let's see if we can get the anti-gunners wound up like Davey Hogg. Try to make it as realistic as possible. See if Davey Hogg will sign on board for the zombie gun ban. Oh, my goodness. Zombies.
Who saw it coming?
Zombie?
Who did? Yeah. Well, here's something that I find very fascinating, Tim. And the people of the Second Legacy, because you guys are sharp, just like a zombie knife, and you're on it.
And pointy.
In the comments, and pointy. And sometimes a little bit prickly. You tell me if this sounds at all copy and paste. This is number 18, Doctor. The police have identified that zombie-style knives are increasingly used in criminality, emerging on the back of the 2016 ban when some retailers exploited this loophole to keep selling these dangerous weapons but evade the law. The measures being introduced today will put an end to this technicality. It's like...
It's 1994 all over again.
God, it's the exact same words.
Yes. I mean, apply this to assault weapons in the United States, and this is the exact same conversation they're having in the UK. And ghost guns
or anything. It's just...
Oh, my goodness. It's like they're bred from the same vat of just gelatinous,
tyranny.
Dumb goo. These people are so in step.
Oh,
it's almost like they talk to each other.
Almost.
Like there's maybe a global plan here. Let's fly some conspiracy theories. And I'm not talking about the NFL being rigged. I'm talking about these gun grabbers are working around the globe to take your zombie knives away and your weapons of war.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. You know, Kim, I'm gonna purposely drive right over the rumble strip real quick because the people understand. What in the world is going on with the NFL thing? You just bro, I am like, I've seen that on my Twitter feed. I've seen that on my freaking YouTube feed. And I'm like, what are we talking about?
Sometimes we just don't help ourselves, do we? So
like,
for those of you who don't know, apparently, because Taylor Swift and this Chiefs football player, I'm not into sports. Yeah, whatever. You know, they've hooked up. But now the whole reason they won the Super Bowl is because...
No, the AFC Championship.
I'm sorry. Right. They won the championship heading to the Super Bowl. The whole reason they won is because they're trying to push Taylor Swift, who apparently can control like the masses of the United States, get them to register and vote Democrat. Right. Then it's some conspiracy that they're really rigging the NFL so the Chiefs can win, so that Taylor Swift is even more elevated, so they can get you to vote Democrat. I mean, I'm like,
it is like, whoa. Like, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but like that takes... like,
we just don't help ourselves sometimes. And of course, the left's having a good time with it on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Like you think that the Democrats are so ignorant, we can't do anything and we're just so inept, but you think we can control these massive conspiracies and control what football game is won and who's going to the Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what, it's so mind boggling to me. I mean, like if you think about that, right? Someone in this scenario had to sit down with some sort of big cabal that had enough juice to rig football games for an entire season. And then the ultimate AFC game. And that's their juice. And they bring in and they say, okay, Taylor Swift, okay, whatever your face is, you're going to play football. And Taylor, you're going to just be there. And we're going to have the media cover you all the time because you're now a football fan. And then football player, you're going to win all the way to the Super Bowl. But we're going to make a big to-do about Taylor and you being together. All the while we rig the entire thing. And I'm just like...
Just so Taylor can talk to her followers and get them to register and vote Democrat. Yes.
Right. And there's even more stuff out there that Taylor Swift can like apparently move the needle for Democrats more than Democratic politicians can. And I'm like, where am I right now?
I know.
Like,
I know.
What am
I keep seeing all these comments like, conservatives hate Taylor Swift. I don't hate Taylor Swift. I wouldn't go to a concert, but she's irrelevant to me. She's not important, not part of my life. I just don't care what Taylor Swift does. I don't care that she's a Democrat. Doesn't affect me.
Not at all. But dang it, now they're going to win the Super Bowl because it's rigged.
Now because she's a Democrat, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Yes.
Right. But if they lose the Super Bowl, you know what the next step of that is? The next step is, if we hadn't have said anything at the AFC game, they would have won the Super Bowl, but they didn't.
We caught them
on purpose
because
we did it.
Yep.
We stopped it. I mean, like, and again, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just saying, like that seems a bit of a stretch. Just a smidge.
The internet's great for conspiracy theories. Hopefully, we threw some of those images of those knives up because they're pretty intimidating.
Oh, they're scary.
I think it's the green. The green makes me kind of nauseous and And when I get nauseous, I choose violence, and then bad things happen. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the zombie thing. I read somewhere one of the definitions was it also had to have something on the blade, like the little zombie logo, like you saw.
Oh, that was the older definition.
Movies.
That was the older definition. And
definition.
You know why they said that couldn't be on there? They originally said that the knives themselves, if they had the zombie logo or any type of text logo of any kind of iconography, that would be a zombie knife. But the exact same knife without the logos, paint, and iconography, that's not a zombie knife. That's the loopholes they were going through. So now
can't have those loopholes. Yeah, that's like a thumbhole stock. It's just a loophole. Thing. Yeah,
so it's the same thing. Right.
Well, anyway, folks, do not allow the United States to become the UK. Thank you for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.